Cole Neesmith, Immerse documentary, scene one, take one. It really just started with a group of people who believe that artists can transform a city, that artists have a voice in shaping what a community is. It's about artists making our city better, coming together to create those meaningful moments. It's about us putting our artistry on display and being elevated because we have something important to say. That has been and continues to be the spirit of Immerse.
My name is Melissa Marshall. I am the producer of the Immerse Festival. Cole has the wildest ideas, full of creative thoughts that are just like, how, why, where did that even come from? And how are we going to do that?
So in 2012, most of what we were doing was just a bunch of friends who knew each other. But on a whim, I picked up the phone, found the phone number for Cirque du Soleil's La Nuba on the internet, just like the phone number anybody could find, and I called it and said, hey, listen, I know the foundation of Cirque du Soleil's community. We're doing something every day during the month of October. Do you want to come out and do something? And they said, sure.
I was already used to the okay, let's do it. And then magic happens.
Cirque du Soleil literally brings an entire tour bus up to City Hall. And I guess word got out that Cirque du Soleil was going to be doing this performance. And there were literally thousands of people there.
Their performance was so beautiful, and I had put so much effort into making sure that they had what they needed to succeed. The city asked Cole, hey, can you do this again?
We looked around all of these people who had been part of the first one and said, okay, maybe there was something here. Let's try this again.
Early on, it felt very guerrilla, and something shifted in 2016. We had an incredible momentum. It was the year that Cirque returned.
That was really the first time it was okay, this is going to be a thing. We started a nonprofit organization called the Creative City Project. At the time, the event was also called the Creative City Project, and it was primarily the only thing we were doing. Creative City Project has more opportunity. We want to create more things, so let's name this event. And so in 2017, Immerse was born.
70,000 people packing into downtown Orlando tonight for a huge two-day interactive arts festival called Immerse.
2018, 2019, we were expanding it to multiple days. It continued to grow.
In 2018, we had these insane sponsors. Everything kept getting bigger and better. It was just out of this world.
And then COVID came in 2020, and we weren't able to produce the festival.
Everything was very unclear. Let's push the decision off. Let's see what happens.
With bars shut down, a recent surge in coronavirus cases, and a mask mandate, it's a quiet night in downtown Orlando.
Behind the scenes all year long, there's this roller coaster of ups and downs of will that corporate partner come on board? What can the city do this year? What money is going to come from the tourist development tax? And again, everybody has the desire to do it. The question is can we?
Ultimately, when July rolled around, we decided we cannot continue.
There was a period of just kind of figuring out what's the tourism industry going to do in Orlando? And so Immerse went away in 2020. It came back in 2021. But then we were in those conversations about, okay, what's the future of Immerse?
We definitely had our work cut out for us producing the 2021 festival. There were a lot of changes that we had to do, and it was definitely a change, and I think all of us felt it, including the artists and the guests. Coming back after a 3.5-year hiatus in 2025, we're like, yes, Okay, the audience is there, the artists are there, everything is back, let's go. So 2026 just feels like maybe we can be more adventurous and encourage them to go bigger because it's there, we're here.
The call to artists is always, I think, a fun day. Of course, there's always a little bit of like, okay, are they going to show up again this year?
Every summer, we launch the artist call so that we can get everyone lined up with stages, get everyone lined up on the street.
So basically what we're doing is either cross it off check it or cross it off, and then send them to here to get a name tag, and then over here to get food, and there's a cash bar to the right through the double doors right here.
Planning is very much a thought out, like this has to happen, then this has to happen, then this has to happen.
You know we went through this yesterday, right?
Yeah, I don't remember all this. Hello, everyone. Welcome. So honored that you're here with us. I think for a lot of us, it's getting together and seeing other artists and seeing other creative people. And there is this really cool sense of camaraderie that happens in the room. We infused $1.5 million through Immerse into the creative community here in Orlando, which is such a joy to be able to do. And I hope that if we get to collaborate together during Immerse in 2026, next February, that part of that is also platforming you in front of this place that we call home to cultivate a thriving arts community here in Orlando. When I get here and I see these artists, it rehumanizes art. And I think that that is one of the beautiful things about Immerse. Our programming team is now going to be looking at all of the information and all of the applications that get sent in by these people, and we'll see how it all comes together. Here we go.
We're kicked off!
How's everybody feeling this week?
It's been a long day. All right, your screen. So last week we had our selection committee meeting. So awesome. 164 applicants that they went through, which is way more than the 112 we had last year.
Wow.
And shockingly, they have whittled it down to 117. Wasn't it 117?
117.
Mesh is coming back. Do you remember them? Yeah, they're coming back. And then, of course, Michael, who nails it, bringing meaningful art, which is what we're all about. We have a really neat activation with Lazy Boys, which is going to be fun.
Like the chair?
Yeah, Lazy Boys. Chair. So many good acts this year. So with that being said, let's get started and figure out how best to support these artists.
Great. So we're going to have the crane at the Dr. Phillips Center stage. So that's going to be Mesh, Blue Man Group, Orlando Vocal Collective, Central Florida Community Arts, Cirque du Soleil, until I hear at the last minute that we're adding another one. It wouldn't be the most shocking thing that ever happened.
Which do we need to like build in tech rehearsal for on Wednesday, Thursday?
I think we're gonna need some version of tech rehearsal for all of the commissions.
Note to self, don't put all the commissions on one stage next year. We're already ahead of the game from last year.
Last year, for real.
Low bar.
So yes, let us know how we can help you. We're handing this over to y'all, but we want to be here for you and support you. So thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're the best.
5, 6, 7, 8, and
I wanted to build that feeling again to where it drives everyone to really be connected.
These girls are young, but they're very smart and very well disciplined.
We're ready to travel from West Palm Beach to Orlando and give you guys everything we got.